Hello, Healing Journeys today. Welcome to HARTbeat with Butch and
Hi.
Julieann Hartman. We are grateful that you're here because we are talking today, as we do every time we
Yeah.
teach on this broadcast, all about relationships, both marriage and just, relationships in a godly way. We want Jesus Christ to be the center of your relationship because we have lived life both ways,
Yes,
both
we have.
with Jesus in the center of our relationship and then without Jesus. And let me tell you, we enjoy Jesus at the center of our relationship far better because with him, you're looking at things through his eyes, through his lens, and not our own. Jesus tells us all the time to die to ourselves. What does that mean? Does it mean to just physically die? We have a long road ahead of us. Jesus wants us to have an amazing life. John chapter 10, verse 10 says, I come to give you life and give it to you more abundantly. But he wants us to have a life that we live through him because he knows that's what's best for us. So that's what we talk about here on HARTbeat. If you've got a comment or a story to share, please do so in the comments. We would love to hear from you, and keep watching because we're going to have some changes coming up on our show very
Yeah,
soon.
we keep
So
saying that, but it's coming, I
I
swear.
promise it's
It's
coming. Yeah,
coming.
it is coming. So anyway, we're talking today about treating your spouse. I love this title, by the
I
way.
know.
Treating your spouse like you treat your phone. And now let's talk about that for a minute.
Well, I have to say, I did not think of this on my own. I really wish I was that creative,
Well,
but I
that's
was,
not
but I'm
bad.
not.
You could have thought of that,
No,
but we just
yeah, and it's very funny because I saw a post on Instagram. I'm like, oh, that's funny. But before we start, I just had a question for you. It's like, since we do this every week, do you feel like you and I have grown? Do you feel like we have talked about things to where we're like, you know what? We discussed that
Mhm,
and we need to make that adjustment, make that better.
mhm.
Do you feel like
Absolutely.
this has been really
Mhm.
like growth for us as well?
I absolutely do because the Bible says that faith comes by hearing.
Yeah.
And whenever you're talking about the Word of God, you're hearing it for yourself. When you talk to somebody else about it, when you teach somebody else about it, you're hearing it for yourself. And so when you hear it for yourself, it's like it can't help but rub off. When you say it over and over again, it can't help but get down into your heart. And so, but then we have a choice, don't we? We have a choice on how we're going to act during the day.
Yes.
We've had many times in our marriage, we've been married 33 years as of this recording, but we have many chances during the day, choices where I can choose to be upset, I can choose to be scared, I can choose to be angry. And you might be saying, well, I don't choose to be scared. None of us choose to be scared.
No.
But when the fear comes on us, do we keep it and nurture it and dwell in it? Or do we say, I'm not scared of that? I've been watching these videos of these people doing skydiving and base jumping off of cliffs. So that's where you just jump off a cliff and pull a parachute instantly.
Why?
I don't know. These people do this. But anyway, my point is, these people get over fear so quickly. They do things. We can do the same thing. It's fear. We talk about doubt in our marriage. Oh my gosh, does my spouse still love me? Or can you trust your spouse? We've
Or is
talked
my
about
spouse
this.
cheating on me or
Right. We've
something?
talked, and that's like a big one. We hear that a lot with people that we counsel. We hear a lot about, I guess you would say, one of the things we hear a lot about in our marriage counseling sessions that we have, because we're pastors and we talk about marriage all the time. We hear a lot of people talk about one of the spouses is very self-centered.
Oh yeah.
It's all about them,
Yeah.
or it's all about only what they want to do. They have no time for the other spouse. One spouse is very angry. Finances are always an issue. We completely get it.
Yeah.
So, how can you begin to treat your spouse like your phone? For example, you'll notice I don't have my phone with me right now.
I know.
You are now
Shocking.
currently looking on your phone
Yes,
for
because I'm
scriptures and stuff. My phone is
yeah.
over there, but this is a rare thing for me. I always have my phone with me, and I'm always
Except
thinking
when I'm texting him and trying to get a hold of him.
that's the weirdest thing. I mean,
It's so weird.
you will text me, and I for some reason won't see it,
And
and
I'll do
I'm
it
not
like
ignoring it. I promise.
no, I'll do it like 20 times because I
Yeah.
know like if you're holding it, you have to see
Well, I
it
don't
come
always
up.
hold it, but there'll be a time. There'll be the one time where I set it down to charge it, and I walk out, and I'm out there for whatever reason for extended length of time. I
Yeah.
promise I'm not ignoring you.
Okay,
But
so
how do we treat our spouse like our phone? First of all, how do you treat your phone?
right. Okay. Well, you touch it a lot.
Hmm. Right there.
You touch your phone. You take it everywhere.
Oh, oh.
You do. We go everywhere together.
Well, not really, because last night you got your hair done,
True.
and I went and saw a movie.
That's true.
last night.
That's
we
a
didn't-
rare occasion, though.
That was rare because you were going to be gone. You had to go do something. You had to
Yes.
work out and then get your hair done. You were going to be gone for like 5 hours last
Yeah.
night. So I said, you know what? There's a movie I want to go see. I'm going to go see this movie. So I
Yeah.
went and saw it.
And you did like going by yourself, you said. It was just kind of nice.
I was leaving out the by yourself part. I didn't even say by yourself. I said go to a movie. I could have been going with people, but you just revealed I went by myself. So yes, I did go by myself.
But you said you wanted to.
I
So-
did, but I was leaving that part out of the story.
Oh, sorry.
Now they think I'm sad and pathetic. I went to a movie by
No.
myself.
No, that's like, he loves that. And Sophia, our daughter, loves to do that too. Okay, so the next one is miss them if they aren't around.
Oh my gosh. I'm looking at you too. You're staring at me.
No, I'm asking you, do you miss me when I'm not around?
I do miss you when you're not around, but you're never not around. You're always around, so I don't have a chance to miss you.
How does that sound right now?
You're
Let's just make it sound a little more.
I do miss
loving.
you. Okay, I do miss you when you're not around, but there's very rare occasions when you're not.
That's
around.
true. And you too.
Right.
You too. Miss them. Oh, I'm sorry. Look at them.
Look at them. Right. How about update the apps?
Yes, updating your app.
Update the app.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Maybe update
How
the
about-
apps. Update the clothes. Update the body.
How about charging them?
Charge it up.
Charge.
Do you recharge your spouse?
Yeah.
Like you plug your phone. Is that one of them there? Oh, it says
Yes.
give them your time and attention.
Yeah. Well, hold on. We'll go one at a time.
What was it? What was the one? What that was the next one.
Look at them. And then you were talking about recharging.
Well, that's not on the list.
I know.
Oh, all right. Well, we'll stay with the recharging one then.
Yeah.
Sorry. I was just
Well, no,
I
I'm
was
saying
making that one up.
I was adding, to it. So recharging.
You're really just trying to. You're just trying to keep a. You're just
What?
I was trying to go down. I would just put the charging one in there. Like
I
that's
did.
not
I
on the
threw that
list.
in. I know because I came up with something on my own.
Got it. No, you're sticking to the list. I wasn't sticking
No.
to the list.
Okay, so charging
Charging.
your phone,
Right.
charging up your relationship. What does that look like?
Do you recharge your spouse?
Yes.
Right.
What does
I'm
that look
sorry that I
like?
got off the list. I didn't mean to go.
No,
veered
that's
off.
okay. That's all right.
I veered off.
You didn't. It's fine. But what does that mean?
Well, recharging your spouse means complimenting them. It means
Mhm.
providing an environment where they can thrive. Are you creating an environment, men, talking to the men, and ladies too, but primarily to the men? Men, do you create an environment where you're giving your spouse energy, or are you constantly draining their energy?
Oh, that's good.
That's what I'm talking about. So when you recharge your spouse, you're giving them life. You're bringing life into the situation. Do you do that? Or is every time you're around completely draining? Like, does your spouse get excited when they see you coming? Or are they like, oh boy, they're bracing themselves?
Could
You know what
be.
I mean? That's a pretty big deal. So think about that. Do you want to be appreciated or tolerated?
You want to be appreciated.
Well, I was going to let that hang there.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying if I was answering that question.
You want to be appreciated. Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah. Another one, just getting, that's it. If you do all that, then you
Well,
will.
you missed one.
then
Give
you-
them your time and attention.
we said that, didn't we?
We didn't stay in it.
Okay.
Though.
Well, we'll stay on it. So give your phone, give your phone time and attention.
All the time.
Yeah. And so, and also too, you're very careful that you don't drop it. And, it's like, so
Or break it.
or break it,
Or damage it. We'll
any
say this.
kind of
Be
damage.
very, very careful you don't damage your phone. Don't damage your spouse.
Mhm.
And here's one thing about the phone too. You can always get a new one, a new model. So I was just, how do we fit that in this list? That's,
No, you can update your phone.
Well, no, I've gotten physically new phones many
Yes,
times.
I know. Well, then that
So
part
that doesn't go on the
No.
list. That doesn't.
But you can
that's not on the
update your
list.
phone, which means you can update your things. Like you can make some changes
Yes.
to your relationship. Like, hey, you know what? We're going to start going on a date night, or we're going to
Mhm.
go take up some kind of a sport, or we're going to do something. You want to update. You want to get that update in there so it keeps it fresh and new.
Mhm.
And you know what? That's the thing. It's like it depends on how long you've been married. You might be married already a very long time, but you might just be married. And it's like you have to make a ditch effort to keep your relationship sparked.
Well, that's where that recharging comes in.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, guys, really, what do we do in our relationship to keep it charged up?
Yeah.
If we're going to talk about a phone analogy here, charging your phone, caring for your phone, updating your phone, touching your phone, keeping your phone with you, never being without your phone,
Yeah.
depending on your phone. For example, do you depend on your spouse?
Yeah. And then like, what about even, how we look up directions on how to get somewhere, right? It's like you're looking for direction with your spouse.
Does your spouse give you
Yeah.
direction?
Oh, and then also you decorate it with pretty things. Girls do.
So you want to decorate your spouse with pretty things?
Well, so the man can decorate his spouse, the woman, with pretty things, and the woman can too, like some new clothes, buying them jewelry.
That's a good question. And maybe a lot of us don't have all the money that we think we need to buy jewelry. But what do you ever give your spouse gifts? I'm not talking about something expensive. Yeah. Do you ever, like, I don't know, write them a card or a note, or do you just give them a coffee?
I love you on a Post-it note.
Right. Anything like that. Things like that, that means something.
Girls like that stuff. And I know that, you might think, oh, that's kind of corny, but no, like, we actually like that. There's just something in us that we thrive off of that. And I don't care like what your love language is, but every woman likes to get a little note from her husband.
Why do they say diamonds are a girl's best friend?
Yeah.
Why do girls like diamonds so much?
Well, that's an old ad too. I mean, I hope women still do love diamonds.
Oh, I think every woman watching this.
I love diamonds. They're really pretty.
They are pretty.
Yeah, I don't love them when my nails aren't done though. We're not going to look at my nails.
Well, whose fault is that?
No, I know, because I took them off. You're bringing
your hand awfully close up to the frame here.
No, I have it down so no one can see my hands right now. They just need to grow out a little bit, and then I can paint them. But think about other things with our phones, like we put screen protectors on.
So protection, are you the kind of spouse that protects your spouse? Like you would buy protection for your phone. Do you protect your spouse? I'm not saying like you got to buy something to protect them, but are you protective over them? When someone says something negative about your spouse, if they ever do you come to their defense, or do you join in? Or
you don't say anything?
Or you don't say anything, or you just sit there quietly and don't defend your spouse. Hopefully no one's saying negative things, but if something were said, if you had to jump in and vouch for your loved one, could you do that? Have you done that? And by the way, do you expect that done for you?
Yeah.
The Bible says, love your neighbor as yourself, right? So we have to love our neighbor as ourselves. If you're going to do something nice for yourself, you should do something nice for your neighbor as well, including your spouse, because they're your closest neighbor.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's other things that people do with their phones. Everybody's kind of got their own thing. They put little ornaments on. And like I said, you put like really cute phone cases on, and you take care of that. And you also handle them very carefully so that you don't drop it, so you don't crack your screen. So, how do you handle your spouse? I'm really talking now the men to the women, because like, how do you handle us very gently? Or are you very, not that you would beat your wife or something, but are you very rough as far as like, oh, she can take it, she's tough, right? But no, it's like the toughest ones really want to be treated the best. Like we want to be treated softly, and we don't want to be just like, good job, right? We want it to be treated.
Well, I'll say that too with the women. I'll say that with women too. Women need to be affectionate to their husbands, even though a husband might be a little bit
unaffectionate.
No, not well. Maybe so. But does that mean we're both unaffectionate? Does that mean we both? If you don't get affection, does that mean you don't give it back?
No.
Shouldn't one of you at least start it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. Now, I'm not saying it does do better when both have affection.
Yes.
But the last thing you want to do, that any of us want to do, is wait for someone to be nice to us before we're nice to them. We want to make sure that we're the loving one, because we have complete control over our emotions and our actions.
And we're loved by Jesus, so we don't have to worry about like, oh, I don't feel loved. I know a lot of people say like, well, Julieann, you understand, you're a single. I'm a single woman. You're married. You have your husband every day. It doesn't matter. I know a lot of married people that feel very lonely. And so you're not alone when you have Christ in you. You're just not. So that because he is your husband. He said, your creator, your husband. That's what the Bible says. And he's a good father, a good husband, and he loves you. And so he's constantly trying to get you to.
You mean Jesus is a good husband?
Yes. I'm saying he's trying to get you to to see that so that you don't go look for the wrong person, right?
And why
Looking
did
for love in all the wrong
oh my
places.
gosh. And why does Jesus even want us to sometimes refer to him as a husband? Why does he want us to do that? Because he's the bridegroom, it says, right?
Right.
Because the bridegroom is the one that is responsible for the care. And the bridegroom is the one that's responsible for the nurturing as far as providing.
Yeah.
The bridegroom is the one who builds the house. The bridegroom is the protector. And that's what Jesus is. He's all of those things.
Yeah.
And, you know, when it says we're the bride of Christ, a lot of men might go, I'm not the bride of Christ, right? That's, in a way, it can be considered figurative language, but it really truly is. You are the bride of Christ, meaning you have married him. Your relationship with him should be so intimate that it is like a husband with a wife, you know, and, you know, get all the, you know, the typical marriage images out of your head. Your relationship with him should be that intimate where it could even be considered comparable to a husband and wife. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah. Well, you guys, we're actually out of time already. Yes. It seems like we get on here and then it's time to get off.
But I do like this topic. I do like treating your spouse like your father.
And we'll keep doing this because it was fun. But just let you know, we've got a new journey coming up for August. We have our new guest teacher. She's awesome. She was healed of, I want to say, blood cancer. And she'll be teaching the month of August. And then also the journey is a lady who had like a really bad fibromyalgia and even worse than that. So she's amazing. And then we have our regular awesome teachers that we have every single day. And so we're thankful for you. Just let you know that we are so thankful. And we have our conference coming up October 24th and 25th in Lewisville, Texas.
It's a live conference. You can meet us in person in Texas, Lewisville, Texas. And we're going to be next week up at Charis Bible College.
Yes, for Healing is Here.
At Healing is Here. Julieann and I are doing a marriage workshop up there next week. Healing is Here, Andrew Wommack's ministry. So check it out.
And we're not going next week. There'll be we're asking everybody to watch Healing is Here. We're not going to be broadcasting anything live from our platform starting on Tuesday. So everything goes, please go to Healing is Here and watch. And then we resume back on the Saturday. So we go this week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Then Tuesday starts the no broadcasting. And we'd love for everybody to go to
It's only for that week because Healing is Here is so wonderful.
Yes, it's all about healing.
All about healing. So much great teaching. So we encourage you to live stream that and watch that next week, first week of August. And we'll be back the second week of August.
Okay. We just love you guys. And we're thankful that you come on every week because we would be sitting here talking to just a screen, to ourselves.
Right.
But we have learned a lot about each other in these talks. And I think it's been an incredible experience for all of us. And we love you. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Have a blessed week.